Hello again, Peter PPA, and thank you for zoning in today on our third video now about NDIS investment to make sure you make all the right decisions to make sure you get the best investment for your circumstances and have a successful NDIS investment, which is the most important thing for you, obviously, and for the people with a disability to have the right accommodation for them. So another key point I talked about yesterday's video. If you haven't seen it, go back and check your inbox. But I talked about finance, and I talked about the importance of the participants being in that home and starting with them from day one rather than waiting to the end to find them, which is how many companies do it. So have a look at that video if you haven't seen that already. Read the information pack if you haven't done so already either. I sent you that on the first day. But today we're going to talk about what is another key factor, and that is what are you building? As I said earlier, we always build to what our SDAs require, whether it's a house, whether it's villas, whether it's duplexes, triplexes, dual occupancies, small apartment complexes. But the key is you must build these to the compliance to the 2021 specifications, which come out next month, that we've been building to since 2019 when they were first released, because that's what our SDAs wanted. And it's important to be building these in locations that are close to amenities and close to the supervisors, because the supervisors are the carers and they have a lot of participants, and the SDAs want to make sure their supervisor is comfortable and happy with this location before we will then put it out to our investors to buy. So this is important, and so when it comes to the actual designs, many companies out there are just building to specification, and you want to make sure you're building houses or accommodation, wherever it is, again, villas, apartments, duplexes, whatever, larger than the specifications, because space is a big thing. That's important. So the layout, is there enough living space? Is there enough bedroom space? Maybe is there a kitchenette in the bedrooms? Maybe is there a private alfrescos? Is there large alfrescos? Is there a sensory room? Is there a breakout room? Is the house a very nice looking house? Because that's important. You don't want to think you're living in a hospital. I hear that some people have been telling people that call us that don't buy high physical support because it looks like a hospital. Well, that is a load of rubbish. All the houses look like very nice homes, and I would live in any of them any time of the week because they're all very nice homes. Yes, the bathrooms, the en-suites, because most houses have an en-suite off each room, and they have a shower screen like a hospital does in them. Obviously, they don't want a glass enclosed shower screen if they're people with this disability who have been hoisted there from a wheelchair, for example. So this is no doubt the closest thing in the whole house that would look like, and the only thing, to be honest, that looks like a hospital. It is just that shower screen like you would find in a hospital bathroom, just so it's easy access for the participants. So other than that, these homes are like normal homes, and they are really nice homes. So, and the key is also, people always ask about their exit strategy. What happens down the track? So these homes are, you give this a 20-year time frame, and you can roll it into existing stock after 20 years. Your returns do drop by almost half, but you certainly can do that. Or if you want to just rent that out to a family or a couple, whatever it might be, depending on what you've purchased. There's no doubt that these homes, with such an aging population we have in our country, that these homes are perfect for them. Wider hallways, wider doorways, higher ceilings, grab rails. Elderly people will really like these homes as well. So that's one good exit strategy also, or multi-lease. We do multi-lease homes now for investors who don't want NDIS but want high cash flow, where we specifically build multi-lease houses in cities where our property managers have high demand for people who want to rent just the room and have multiple leases for each room. So the fact that these NDIS houses have good large bedrooms with their own ensuite makes it a perfect house for multi-lease as well down the track. So or in 20 years time, you bulldoze the house, you've had strong capital growth, by then you can probably split the block, because who knows what's changed in the zoning laws back in 20 years time, and do a mini development. Who knows? But the fact is, over that 20 year time frame, you might have earned $100,000 a year for 20 years, which is a $2 million return. Indexed with inflation, I'm sure that's much higher than that. You may not get 100 grand. I'm just saying that for easy maths, depending on what you're buying, what you're investing in. But that's important. So where you buy, where you build it, the level of ground must be flat. So on that note, if you do have your own land, we certainly can work with you. If you're investing in property right now that you bought many years ago, it's had strong growth, it's a bit run down, we can bulldoze that house for you and put an NDIS house on it for you. If you have a vacant block, we can put an NDIS house on there for you, or some type of dwelling on there for you, depending on your budget. So, or if you live in a city, feel free to source your own block. I mean, we provide house and land, or development and duplex and land, whatever it is, the whole packages. But we also are happy to work with you if you have your own. Okay, and we can do custom builds for you as well, depending on your requirements. So again, everyone has different investment goals. Some people want to build a 2-story, 4-apartment complex with 2 bedrooms per apartment, and a separate 5th little mini apartment for the OOA, who looks after those participants for looking for those strongest returns. And people want to buy it close to the CBD, so they might want to bulldoze an old house close to the CBD and then build this this type of dwelling. You need about a 600-metre block for that design, just so you know. But look, again, if you are looking for something like that, feel free to reach out to us, and we can do that in most cities around the country. Not just cities, we're also in regional centres as well. So again, the key is getting the right location, where there is participant demand on the basis of what the STA's requirements are, because that is most important, and then building over and above the specifications, throwing little extras to make sure you are getting the best demand. I'm not going to give you all those extras right now because I don't want to share them with all our competitors out there who want to catch up to where we are in this space, because we've been doing it for a couple of years now and we're having very good results. So thank you for listening to this video. I hope that was helpful, and I'll just stay tuned for tomorrow. I've got 2 more videos for you, one more tomorrow, one the next day, just so you've got the information you need to make a successful investment when it comes to NDIS. And if you haven't reached out to us already and had that phone call with myself, one of our team, please do so. If you want to make sure you get all your answers to your questions, and without any sales jargon, any hype or any BS, just we tell you the facts. We make sure you're happy. We have nothing for you to buy off the bat with us, because we always have a waiting list of clients waiting for properties to be approved by our SDAs, and then but we have new properties coming on weekly. But yeah, as I said, it's a very easygoing conversation with informative people educated on how to provide you the information you need to make it a successful NDIS investment. So tomorrow, I'm going to drill down on what is the key factor when it comes to success with NDIS, and this factor is something that you do not want to miss. Until then, Peter from PVA, Kevin at Real.